breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is what the locals eat in the city known for the world's best street food. In this video, I'm bringing you to authentic local spots, trying Thai street food dishes that most tourists miss out on. So grab a meal, sit down, and join me in this authentic local Thai street food tour in Bangkok, Thailand. You don't want to miss this. For breakfast in Thailand, one really classic dish is the jok, which is like a congee of sorts, like a Thai congee. So it's broken down rice that's been simmered until like really mushy, and then they serve it to you here. The hearty dish that fuels the ordinary denizens of the capital of the land of smiles. Ask anyone what comforting breakfast food reminds them of home, and jok will undoubtedly be the top answer. This classic Thai rice porridge consists of juicy pork meatballs, raw egg, century egg, liver, and basically any toppings under the sun. We're here at Jok Gai, a popular spot known for their crispy fried dough sticks. This is a local Thai street food institution amongst the people who call this part of Bangkok home. Okay, so let's get started with the jok. Usually you would season it with like pepper and sort of like a salty soy sauce. I'll try plain for now. So it's just like a mushed up simmered rice congee here. It's pretty plain. Yeah, it is a pretty one-dimensional flavor profile. You do get like a nice sort of like a porkiness to it, as if the rice has been simmering in like a pork broth. Other than that, it's a bit plain. So that's where they have a bunch of condiments that comes in. Firstly, the classic item here. Usually you would have these Chinese donuts or youtiao, but in Thailand it's called atamko. You would have like the thicker donuts that you like break up, and then you put it inside your congee so it can soak up all the rice. But unfortunately today they ran out of the thicker batango, and they have this other option here, which is like a smaller, crispier one. These are also technically Chinese donuts. They're also called batango, but they're more like brittle, more crunchy. So yeah, we're gonna add this to the jok here. What these batango do, in addition to like the really mushy and one-dimensional texture, the batango adds like a crunchiness to it, and also like a oily flavor. So we're gonna mix that up. Gonna break the yolk as well, break the egg yolk. Gonna mix in the ginger. One popular condiment that we also add is white pepper, crushed white pepper, to give it a bit more like a little bit of a spiciness. You don't want to put chilies in there because chilies it's a bit too spicy and too, I guess, sour in terms of the spice profile. So the pepper is like a more warmer, more earthier spice that you would want in a porridge. Some of those crispy batango, some egg. That's a nice bite, yeah. That was good. It's really thick. It's really dense, but a heavy breakfast, but it is really soothing, really comforting. Like a nice glob of rice. Enough calories and energy to push you through the day. Simple warm flavors. Got a piece of the mushroom here. A little bit sour mushrooms, really juicy, really soft. And as well in the morning, you also have some drinks. Here I have is the Orient, which is like a spiced coffee that's pretty common, pretty famous in Thailand. I'm like really hot right now, sweating outside. It's like, even though it's in the morning, it's still like really hot. Orient coffee. It's made using, I believe, like cinnamon, cardamom, star anise. It's like a sweet, iced, chilled coffee beverage. Yeah, sweet and refreshing. Perfect for a hot day like today. My favorite part of probably every jok is the pork meatballs here. They're marinated minced pork seasoned with, I guess, pepper, and they're always really soft, really tender. Yeah. Soft, tender, peppery, really juicy as well. That's good. And the egg, the soft-boiled egg in there, they add like a nice richness to the dish as well. The yellow egg yolks, it's bright yellow, it's really rich, really creamy. And the egg whites, you can barely taste the egg whites, but it is there. And they incorporate into the rice porridge, make it a lot more creamy. There's different bits of entrails in there, the stomach lining, intestines, liver. It's really nice. Breakfast was a success. Inconspicuous places like these are often overlooked by tourists. Perhaps it's the lack of English signage, or maybe that there's no people queuing up in line. But places like Jok Gai are real icons of authentic local Thai street food, untouched by tourism and relatively unknown to the modern hyperactive social media landscape. But this local Bangkok food tour isn't over. We still have more authentic local Thai street foods to eat, like this traditional street-side Thai hot pot and literally the best Thai-style Hainanese chicken rice I've ever eaten. I'm not kidding, guys. Oh my god, wow. That is exceptional. But before we continue, if you're looking for a collection of the best places to eat in Thailand, as well as an ultimate guide to Thai food and more, check out my Thailand food map. Also, if you enjoyed my video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for your support, and let's get back to the food. For lunch, you usually think people would have like stir fries or rice and curries. The one dish that is a little bit underrated or a little bit less talked about is Hainanese Chicken Rice, Khao Man Gai, which isn't usually what you think of when you think of Thai dishes, since it's more like a Singaporean dish. So here we're at a very popular spot. I think the name is called Mongkol Khao Man Gai, or Mongkol Hainanese Chicken Rice. I ordered mine with Khao Man Gai ผสมกับไก่ทอด which is boiled rice mixed with fried chicken. Everyone's very friendly as well. You see a lot of the staff here, they're wearing like sports t-shirts with pictures of like chickens on them, which is really cool, to be honest. Popular throughout Southeast Asia, Thailand has its own version of this classic Asian dish. Which country has the best version? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. A plate of Khao Man Gai starts with the boiled chicken itself, which is completely cooked throughout. Then the chicken is masterfully portioned out. Breast, thigh, leg, it's a roulette of what you get. But if you prefer, you can request a specific portion. I am a thigh guy. Next, we start building the plate. A portion of fragrant jasmine rice that's been boiled in the residual chicken stock. Your boiled chicken is added, and since I ordered the combo, a piece of that crunchy fried chicken is also added. Finally, to complete the plate, a few slices of cucumber and a sprinkling of cilantro for a little green healthiness. But that is not all. What makes this iconic dish uniquely Thai is the sauce. A complex concoction of dark and light soy sauce, blended chilies, ginger, vinegar, and the secret ingredient, the tao jiao, the fermented soybean paste. Spicy, savory, and peppery, this darkened sauce is what makes or breaks a plate of Thai Khao Man Gai. They give it to you like a plain base. You can add more chilies, you can add more garlic, but I'll try it plain for now. So I'll just take a bit of the rice here, some chicken. I'll go with the boiled chicken first, and some of that delicious Khao Man Gai sauce. Okay, we got some rice here, we got the sauce, the boiled chicken, a bit of the chicken skin. That looks like a nice bite right there. That is delicious. Wow. That's actually a really good bite of Khao Man Gai. I ate a lot of Khao Man Gai when I was growing up, and quite frankly, I kind of got bored of it. But man, this one, that's so good. Let me just taste the rice by itself. Oh my god, wow. The rice has so much chicken flavor. There's like a thin layer of like chicken flavored oil covering each individual grain of rice. That is spectacular flavor. Wow, that's one of the few Khao Man Gai places where they actually did the rice properly. Because usually the rice would be a sort of mild in flavor, but damn, that is insanely good chicken rice. Basically everything on this plate is just infused with chicken essence. The sauce, yeah, the sauce, it's actually pretty salty, a little bit spicy, strong fermented like tofu flavor in there. Let me just try a piece of the chicken by itself with the skin on here. That is exceptional. That's like tender, it's juicy, it's oily, and the skin is just slightly a bit firm, not too soft, not too gelatinous. Just a lot of Khao Man Gai places, the chicken will be like just dry and really overcooked, but here they do it like perfect. Soft, tender, juicy, oily. That is incredible. I'm gonna go for the fried chicken now. The fried chicken itself also looks pretty juicy and pretty tender. Nice crispy skin on there. Pretty good chicken. Slightly a little bit dry, but there's still some like is of like fat and intramuscular fat in there, giving it like a nice flavor. The fried chicken is good, but you can't beat the boiled chicken. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but boiled chicken is usually like really plain and really unappetizing, but man, that is really good boiled chicken. Obligatory cold drink. Thailand is very hot right now. Oh yeah, that's like a mild sweet tea, maybe like a chrysanthemum tea. Pretty much a common occurrence here in these like street food stalls, where they give you like a glass of ice and then you pour in your own tea. Yeah, very refreshing. I'm a huge spice lover, and of course you can add a bit more ingredients to your sauce. Slices of green chili, there's slices of ginger in there. Whenever I eat Khao Man Gai, I usually like to put a lot. That looks nice. A lot of ginger, chilies in there onto my chicken and rice. Okay, nice bite with the boiled chicken, the sauce, the rice. That's really good, man. I'm gonna say like the most foodie influencer thing possible, but this is without a doubt probably one of the best Thai style Hainanese chicken rice I've ever had. It's really, really good. Let's try some of the soup now. Now usually the soup is made from the leftover broth. It's been cooking the boiled chicken. And here, this is like a really nice loaded soup here. There's like bits of shredded chicken. I think like winter melon. Yeah, it's like a plain soup, plain chicken broth with a little bit of like a pepperiness to it. And like that, I really much appreciate the bits of floating chicken meat in there. It makes the soup like a lot more substantial. There's not just like people coming in to eat, there's also a lot of people taking this away for like takeaway. And the portions here are pretty massive as well. You can understand why this place is so popular now, because this place absolutely does phenomenal Hainanese chicken rice.
And so I urge you that when you're in Bangkok, to look out for these local places. Stray further from the beaten path, and you might discover the best version of a seemingly mundane dish you've had countless of times. With the evening fast approaching, we head on to our final spot, where we're going to have an authentic, traditional Thai hot pot dish, unlike anything you've seen before.
So for dinner, we're having sort of a classic Thai dinner here. It's called Jim Chum, which is like a sort of traditional Thai style hot pot where they have the soup base here in like a big clay pot boiling over charcoal. You put in your fresh vegetables, your noodles, your pork or your beef. In this case, we ordered pork. And then we have this special dipping sauce. So it's like a chili, toasted rice, lime chili sauce. A northeastern Thai dish ranging from around the Isan region, where the place where you have like so like grilled meats or som tam. It's that sort of cuisine. And it's very popular here in Bangkok, and a lot of people have it for dinner. We put our vegetables in. Vegetables, our noodles, our chicken in, and we're waiting for the hot pot itself to boil over. While that's boiling over, we have some extra side dishes we ordered. We have a grilled grilled beef tongue, and we have here a som tam korad, which is like a style of som tam, which with fermented fish guts and raw crab with tomatoes, dried shrimp. This one's supposed to be like very pungent in flavor. I'm gonna start off with the grilled tongue, one of my favorites to have anywhere. You might be afraid because it's tongue. I encourage you to look past that because these guys taste incredible. Yeah, that's really good. It's a bit crunchy. It's a bit tough, to be honest, but the flavor is really there. It's juicy. It's nice grilled charcoal flavor. There is no like weird flavors at all. It's like a nice, strong, intense beefy flavor. Really nice tongue. Next, I'm gonna dip the tongue in this chili dipping sauce here. It's sort of like a mixture of chilies, fish sauce, lime, toasted rice. Nice and coated here with the chilies, the spices in there. That's really good. It's limey, spicy. The toasted rice in there, it's a little bit crunchy. That's really nice dipping sauce. Spicy and sour. So this here is the tam khorat, which is like a type of som tam specialty in the Khorat region of Thailand, where you add in fermented fish guts, which is the pala, and then there's raw crab, there's shredded papaya, chilies, the dried shrimp, and tomatoes in there as well. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of prada, the fermented fish cuts, so yeah, but I'm gonna try this. Yeah, that's a strong pungent flavor. The crispy and sour papaya, it really works kind of well with the strong and fermented fish cut sauce. It's really nice. And I got bits of the shrimp in there as well, which adds in like a nice saltiness to it. I mean, I can see you eating this with sticky rice, but we didn't order any sticky rice. But despite the lack of sticky rice, what you can do is you can eat the somtam with the vermicelli rice noodles here that we have. So I'm just gonna take a bit and twirl it up here. Some of the somtam. Nice bite there. I'm not a huge fan of pala, but that sometimes is pretty good. So the chimchum broth itself, it's not like a plain broth. It is seasoned with spices like lemongrass, maybe a bit of lime in there. So it's a bit more like a citrusy flavor. It's not like a plain broth. You notice we cracked an egg, a raw egg on our slices of pork there. So we mixed it up and marinated. That's gonna make the pork a lot more tender as it cooks. I'm just gonna taste the soup first. Yeah, it's mild in flavor, but it is a little bit sour, spicy, and you do get like a fragrance of the lemongrass in there. There's a little bit of like a sort of like an umami-ness to it as well. I guess from the pork and the egg, the piece of the pork by itself, the one that we mixed up with the egg. I mean, it's sliced pork with a little bit of like the flavor from the broth, the spiciness and the lemongrass flavor. Yeah, it's pretty tender. It's pretty nice. And with the chili sauce, that sauce is really good. And it's really salty as well. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they added like MSG in there. Some of the vegetables and into that spicy and sour chili sauce. Another part of how to flavor the chimchum hot pot is we add in some herbs. So there's things like Thai basil in there. And there's this one herb which I'm not really quite sure what the name of, but it looks like this. And it tastes sort of like wasabi. I kid you not, like the Japanese wasabi. Yeah, it has like a wasabi fragrance and spice to it. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, you add that into the hot pot, or you can eat it by itself plain, and then it's gonna season the hot pot. Another classic item of chimchum hot pot is the noodles, or more specifically the sort of glass noodles here. We boiled it along with the pork, the vegetables, and the egg that's in there for the glass noodles to soak up all that broth, all the flavor. That's real good. It soaks up the lemongrass essence and the chilies really well. Well, let me try dipping into the chili sauce. I think these thin noodles, they're gonna grab onto the spices and the chili sauce really well. This chili sauce, man, it's really addicting. Guaranteed they put MSG in there. That's why it tastes really good. So we're getting to that part of the meal when we're starting to finish up, and the soup broth, the chimchum soup, all the bits and pieces of the ingredients, the pork, the vegetables, they all broke apart and combined with the egg. It became less of a soup broth and more like a soup gravy with all the ingredients mixed in. So I just want to try some of the soup by itself first. Oh yeah, so much flavor in there. From like such a simple broth in the beginning, now it's like a really complex, so flavorful broth. Chimchum is like, it's a dish that evolves. The flavors develop and evolves as you keep eating. The more things you add, the flavor profile changes, the more flavor profile develops. This really is like a dynamic dish. I think a lot of tourists might not know about chimchum. Maybe it's because they don't know how to order it, or you rarely see it inside proper restaurants. It's mostly like out here on the streets and the sidewalk. And it might look kind of intimidating to order, like you don't really know what you're eating or how to order. But it is one of like the more underrated Thai street food dishes amongst tourists and Westerners. So if you do see it somewhere, I urge you to give it a try. I mean, I was kind of like that myself in the beginning. I was like, I didn't really know how to order or how this thing works, but I got introduced to it and it really became one of the best sort of street food meals to have out in the evening in Bangkok.
If you enjoyed this video or it has inspired your next food and travel adventure, then I really appreciate if you give it a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, feel free to share it with someone planning an upcoming holiday. And if you want more detailed travel guides and food recommendations, visit my food and travel blog at feastographyblog.com. Link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in next week's food and travel adventure. Bye bye!